I'm Aaron, and I'm here with Nikki and Lincoln. Tonight on Game Night, we're going to play Triassic Terror, a dinosaur area control game from Kayal Games, designed by Peter Hawes, and it plays 2 to 6 players.
All right, let's do it. I'm going to rip some dinosaurs apart.
That's right.
Aaron.
Yeah, hi Nikki.
Hi, would you please teach us Triassic Terror?
I will.
All right.
Okay, Triassic Terror is a game about dinosaurs, and it's an area majority game. So we're going to be moving and growing and splitting up our little herds of dinosaurs, which all start in the swamp here, into these various environments and habitats, and scoring points for having the biggest herd in each area at the proper time. We are going to play 3 ages, the Triassic, Jurassic, and Cretaceous eras. And each of those in a 3-player game, each of those eras has 3 rounds. So we'll get 3 full turns each, and then we'll have a scoring period. And then at the end, we have there's a special scoring for each era, essentially. With a 2 or 4-player game, you play a slightly different amount of turns. But for a 3-player game, it's very simple. And here we've set up the 3-player start game. Lincoln is the start player, and he starts here in this tertiary. Every area here on the board has 3 habitats: primary, secondary, and tertiary. And they're worth, the most, the middle, and less victory points in each area. There's 4 habitats. We all start in the swamp. Environments, not habitats. Swamp, forest, desert, and mountain. And we'll migrate all over the board and get our dinosaurs into all of those eventually. How do we do those things?
Okay.
How do we do those things, Aaron?
How do we do those things?
There's quite a few different ways.
Okay.
In the first turn of every era of the 3 eras, we're gonna all play a card and take an action. And then for the second and third turns, you just take the action from the action row here, these 6 choices. But so at the beginning of every era, essentially, we each get a card in our first turn, which will give us a new environment to place some dinosaurs in. So if these were the cards we drew, Lincoln has a swamp card. As part of his turn, before or after his regular action, he's going to place a new herd of 3 dinosaurs in a swamp area. And he just gets to choose one.
It's always 3?
It's always 3 when you're starting a new one like this.
Okay.
And then I have mountains. I do that before or after my regular action. Now, what are the regular actions and how do we choose them? We each have a dinosaur of our player color. We also have a T-Rex, but I'll get back to that. This is your action selection dinosaur.
Okay.
And if Lincoln's will stop humping each other, we can show how he can select an action.
He's doing airplane. Whee!
Oh my goodness.
So he can't do it on the hands. Has to be the feet because he's got little short hands.
I'll explain the actions in a moment, but Lincoln is the start player, so if he choose one of these actions, just any one, and then you take the tile and put your dinosaur in the spot where the tile was. And then I would do the same thing. Let's say I'm going to take this action. You would do that.
Okay.
And that will tell you the type of action you're going to perform this turn, but it also determines the player order for the turn. Because of the random order that these tiles were in, I will take the first turn and perform this action, and then Lincoln will go, and so you go in this order down the track. Just to finish talking about this action row, when we finish, I'll explain the actions in a minute, but when we finish those actions, we all take our dinosaurs back, and we add a white bonus dinosaur to the unchosen actions. So Puerto Rico style, they get better as the
More
longer they go
valuable to
unchosen.
you, right? Yeah. It doesn't mean that the action's any better. It just
Comes with a bonus.
Yeah.
So then the unchosen actions slide down here. They're always the late turn order ones. And we would start turn 2 by randomizing these again and making these the first 3 actions.
So we'll always play with that set of these because these are the 6 different types.
These are always the 6 different actions, but they will change in turn order as the game goes on. Now, later in the game, or even if on that first turn, if you chose a action with one of these white dinosaurs,
you substitute 2 of yours to make your herd larger when you...
Exactly. They're just free bonus dinosaurs for you on any of your existing herds. If Lincoln chose these 2, he could put
Oh, so it doesn't
here.
have to go into the one that you, let's say this was a placement.
It's a total separate part of your turn.
So it beefs up your herds just
Exactly.
Wherever you
Where
By
you need
choosing
it.
that unchosen action. So I'll reset this to the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so what are these 6 actions that we can take, and what do we do when we take them? The one that Lincoln chose is very simple because it's just like the environment card that I already explained.
Okay.
In this case, you can choose any environment, which is basically means anywhere on the board, and you create a new herd of 3 dinos. So I'm gonna take the desert spot, and I'll take that.
the 6-pointer.
Right. If there was already a herd there, let's say, this is the general rule for, I'll put it here, for bumping other herds down to the smaller habitats. If I chose this and placed 3 new dinosaurs and Nikki has a herd of 1 in there,
You lose
it
one.
it just slides down. You bump it down to the secondary thing.
Okay.
If she had a herd size of 3, then I would go down to the secondary one. You have to have a bigger herd to bump somebody else
Okay.
out of the good habitat down to the lesser scoring one. Okay?
All right.
That's the rule for however. That's anytime you arrive in an area and you check herd sizes, that's the rule. The bigger one will bump the smaller ones down to the smaller habitats.
Okay.
Okay, so that one's pretty simple. It's just a new herd of 3 in whichever environment you choose. Let's do herd growth next. This is another way to add your dinosaurs to the board. We have good player aids here that explain each of these actions to us. And herd growth is pretty simple. I add 3 dinosaurs to an existing herd. Now we have these dino tokens, these are shorthand for 3 dinosaurs. So when the board gets crowded, this can be a herd of 6 instead of using all of my pieces to cram into that area. So that's a herd I had a herd of 3 and now it's a herd of 6. And I also get to add 2 to another herd. We're set up for
That's herd growth?
That's herd growth. It's
Okay.
3 and 2 in 2 separate herds. So assuming I had some over here, now I can add 2 more over there. That's herd growth.
And they
Add
can-
3 and add 2.
Any location.
Any
you want.
location that you already have dinos in a herd
Right.
on the board. A herd is just any location
Group.
where you have a group. Yeah. Okay. Now, the next ones are the more complex and interesting actions. Hatch is another way to add some dinosaurs, but it also has a secondary effect. You add 3 dinosaurs to an existing herd, just like the first half of herd growth. Okay, so I would add 3. But and then instead of the additional adding dinosaurs of herd growth, you get to move the pterodactyl. This is the first hostile action I'm going to explain
Where-
in the game. The pterodactyl starts here. There's a little pterodactyl space. You may, when you do hatch, you may move him up to 2 areas. This board is basically laid out in 3 rings. There's an inner ring here, a middle ring, and an outer ring. And each of these 3 environments is divided into the 3 areas. So moving one area means either moving up or down in the environment you're already in, or moving sideways to the next environment but staying in the same
So
ring.
this would be 1 environment, 2 environments, 3 environments? I mean, areas, 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well,
if
he's
you could
already-
move
he's already
2,
started
you could
here.
go 1, 2.
Yes. Or you could go 1, 2, but you see,
Right.
you can never do that diagonal
Right.
move. You go
Okay.
sideways along the rings or up and down along the environment. So then when he arrives in a space with dinosaurs,
Yum.
yeah, he chomps some and eats some. He may eat 2 dinosaurs of your enemies. You could eat your own, but I don't think there's any advantage to that ever in this game. You could do 1 from each of your enemies or 2 from the same herd. It doesn't matter. So the pterodactyl
So in
will-
doing that, if it reduces herd size, does that rejigger this?
it does.
Okay.
Mm.
Immediately.
When he eats them, do they come back to your pile,
Yeah, they
or
always
are
get them
they
back in
out
your
of the
supply.
game?
There's
Okay.
no limiting yourself in the game with
Okay.
dinosaurs being gone. Because otherwise, the game wouldn't last long if it did. There's going to be
You
a
could
lot
do
of
a
destruction.
speed game then.
Yeah, you're out of dinosaurs, you lose.
The end.
What's the T-Rex action?
The T-Rex action is a little similar because you'll move the T-Rex and eat some dinos. Whenever you take the T-Rex action, at the beginning of the game, it's here. This is a non-player T-Rex. And if I take the T-Rex action, I replace it with my color T-Rex. Whoever has last taken the T-Rex action will have their color guy on the board. You move him, I believe it is also... Oh, you can move him 1 or 2 areas. If you move him 1 area, as we just mentioned, it's either sideways to one of these new rings or up
In
or
or
down.
out, yeah.
Then he can eat up to 5 dinos when he arrives in that area. If he takes a longer journey and moves 2, then he only eats 3. But so again, that's a good way
Wouldn't
to
he be
thin down.
hungrier on that longer
I
jaunt?
guess not. He's tired. He ran all day.
He doesn't have the energy to eat
He
as
ran all
much.
day, yeah.
So he moves 2 areas to eat 3, or 1 area to eat 5 dinos.
Okay.
That's a pretty big chunk.
That's a lot.
Here's the other cool thing about the T-Rex. Let's say that after I've already moved him and eaten some dinos, the board looks like this. Nikki has 4 here, and I have 3, and Lincoln has 2. So this is the proper order. But the T-Rex counts as 3 dinos himself.
Oh, okay.
And as long as he stays my color and somebody else doesn't take the T-Rex action, he adds to my herd size. So this is actually now a herd of 6 and would get the primary habitat placement as long as he's there.
So
Even if he's by himself, he counts as 3 and could
But if somebody
place me
takes a
in there.
T-Rex action, that means that just moves you out of that area?
It
Okay,
just-
so there can only be one T-Rex
There
in
can
there.
only be one.
There can be only one.
No.
But as long as he's my color, he counts as +3.
So what if I did this
That would shift the balance.
and I don't move? Can I
you
chomp
do.
on you?
If you don't move, you cannot eat. That is a special,
okay.
but you might do that anyway just to get the
7
herd
to
size
3,
back
yeah.
and switch around and get the points again.
Okay.
You can do that just to get the size back and get
But I
the
have
area.
to
do that,
move
yeah.
to
to
eat.
eat, right. Okay,
Come
so
on,
that's
Mary.
that's T-Rex.
Okay.
Raptors?
Raptors, are they next? They are. Raptors are similar because they will move and they will eat enemy dinosaurs. There's 2 raptors. One of them you move 1 area. Then another one you can move 1 or 2 areas. So the raptors can be quick, but they're balanced out. There's a fat raptor and a thin raptor. One moves 1 area, and the other one can move 2 if you want to. The raptors, when they arrive in an area, have 2 effects. This is kind of cool. First, they eat, is it 2 dinos? They eat 2. So, I take 2 of Nikki's, or these are mine, or whatever. Take 2 of Nikki's and throw them back to her pool so that I can get better placement and move up in points. Then they also scatter 2 dinosaurs.
So spread them out.
You
don't lose them, you
essentially
just-
force a move, which can be your own or other players. I might scatter one of
Exactly.
my dinosaurs up here
Just-
to take an
yep.
unclaimed spot.
Yep.
And then I might scatter Nikki's over here just to get
Push it, yeah.
better placement and
Yep.
get. So they eat 2 and then they scare 2 away. Now, since I just did this cross-environment move, I scattered one of Nikki's dinosaurs from the swamp into the forest. It's the perfect time to move on and explain herd migration.
Okay.
Because there's an effect that happens when you do that. When you go from
Oh.
one environment to the other, your dinosaurs have a little bit of a culture shock or a temperature shock, really. So, herd migration, which is the last action and the main way you reposition stuff around the board, you get to migrate 2 herds. So I choose any of my 2 herds on the board and I move them. I can move them all as one group like this. I can move them, if they were already here, I could move 1 guy here and 1 guy here and 1 guy here and maybe leave some in the middle. It's essentially a 1-space move, but it starts from that central herd and they can fan out however you like.
So as many of the if you had 8, you could make.
You
If
can
you
make-
wanted to leave 1, you can make 7
You can make
movements.
7 moves, yes. Now I'll tell you in a minute why that's not a fantastic idea.
Well, you're thinning the herd.
You're
too,
thinning the
number one.
herd, but you're getting a lot more position in different points, different habitats. However, okay, before I get to this, you can also do this if I really wanted to. You can move the same herd twice, or you can move dinosaurs that have already moved as part of my second move. So let's say my first move was I put a dino down here and I put 2 up here, and that's my first move. I moved from this space.
Right.
My second move could be from this space, even though these have already moved this turn.
Right.
And then I could go over here to the forest or split
Right.
them up or something. So you get 2 moves, 2 spaces that can go in wherever direction they want to, but even if one of them moved during the first move, it's okay. Here's the cross-environment penalty, and then I'll explain the good bonus about movements. Whenever you move, a herd migrates from environment to environment. They're in a new land, a new area. It's very scary.
Okay.
1 dinosaur dies.
Aw.
So that's why this is a stupid move. If I moved 1 to the forest and 1 to the mountains, well, they both die. Nothing. They
No.
don't survive the journey.
So yeah, if you were to spread in this zone.
then it's totally fine.
Right.
And let's say I again have 4. I moved 3 over here, or moved all of them over here, and then 1 dies. But now these 3 can, for my second move, reposition
Right,
here
and
freely.
they won't get, yeah.
It's
they're
only
not
when they
changing,
cross the
yeah.
border from one environment type to the other. Now, here's the good thing about herd movement and what you sort of want to plan for a little bit. Whenever dinosaurs migrate, if there are other players' herds in that starting area, they follow along. The dinosaurs join your herd and like go with you. So if this is my basic move, I'm moving here, I bring one of these green dinosaurs and turn it into mine and it does this. And I bring one of these orange ones along and turn it into pink and does this. So that's just the act of migrating can grow your herd. And now I have a lot more if I want to cross into new environments. And those actions can even be combined, basically, or the positive and negative of effect can be combined. If I move my herd of 2 over here and bring along an orange and a green one, then I can use one of yours as the one that died.
Of course,
on
yeah,
the board.
within the herd.
So I can still break even or grow the herd. As part
These
of the
guys
moves.
aren't too bright if they're going to follow
They're really
along.
not. When they see movement, they just tag along and go thousands of miles away. It's not a real thinky type of populace
Dinosaur.
here. Yeah.
And these are, you'd think these would be rare because they're pink, right? Like the pink rhino or whatever, or the hippopotamus. They're not very rare.
No,
they're
you're
extremely
going to see a
abundant.
lot of them. Yeah.
Like the albino dolphins.
Yeah, the
Right.
pink rhino or the pink hippo,
Yeah, rhino. There's an albino
And
rhino.
there's a pink hippo too.
Now, okay, 2 last little things, and then we can get started. First of all, scoring, which scoring is going to happen at the end of every age. So at the end of every 3
Turns.
Okay.
You are the start player for this turn, so you'll get a start player turn. I'll get a start player turn, and Nikki gets a start player turn.
End
then
of the
we'll
age.
then we'll score.
Okay.
The end of the age, you score for, first of all, almost semi-obviously, all the places that your dinosaurs are present. You score that many points.
Okay.
So for instance, if we ended up here, you get 4 and I get 2 and Lincoln gets 1. And then we look at every habitat on the board and score that many points. The second type of scoring is for presence and domination. And in the 3-player game, you score presence at the end of the first age and presence at the end of the second age, and then domination at the end of the third age. Presence is very simple, and you want to keep this in mind a little bit during this first age. If you can do this, if you can end the age with a herd in every one of the 4 environments. So you have presence, this dinosaur's crippled. You have a herd just somewhere in swamp, forest,
Yeah.
desert, and mountain, then you get 8 points. It's just an 8-point bump for being present in all 4.
Okay.
What's domination?
Domination is, for us, it's only going to happen at the end of the game. Actually, it always only happens at the end. No, there's 6 players, it happens twice.
Yeah, P5 gets.
6 is,
I'm just
they get
saying.
an extra presence, yeah.
Yeah,
But 6 has 2
presence.
domination scorings. Domination is within each of the 4
You're the majority in
areas,
that area.
You're the majority in the swamp, you're the majority in the forest. And it's first place 8, second place 4. So that can be a lot of points if you have, domination over a few different environments types. But you just do, so every one of the 3 scorings, you count the points on the board where you're located. And then you do presence, trying to be in all 4. In Era 1 and Era 2, and Era 3, you don't do presence, you just do domination of each type.
Okay.
All right, last thing, we each have 2 special move tiles. You can use these during any one of your turns when you need a little bonus help.
Okay.
One of them is a hatch tile, which is just a lot like the hatch card without the pterodactyl movement. You get 3 dinosaurs. You add them onto an existing herd because you can't hatch out of nothing in the middle of nowhere. But it's just a +3. And I could do that.
Doesn't the stork bring them and drop them? No. Okay.
Did they have?
It was a pterodactyl.
The
then.
stork
Was a
was still a
pterodactyl.
dinosaur at that point. Yeah.
It would eat them though.
So this is just +3 dinos when you need to make a herd
Okay.
bigger, and you could do it like at any point during your turn. You can do it before or after your action. You don't have to, do this at first or anything.
Okay.
The other one is the volcano,
Whee.
which is a little bit like a block card. You can sort of lock up an area, meaning these 3 habitat sections, for essentially your whole turn. Or the rules even point out, if you're very clever, and you, like if you went, you could do it almost 2 full turns. Like if I go first this turn and then I go last next turn, the volcano will last almost 2 complete rounds.
Whoa.
Because I pick it up at the beginning of my next turn. The volcano, when you place it in an area, it's here in this area of 3 habitats, it kills immediately 2 dinosaurs from the first herd, the primary habitat, and 1 from each of the other ones. So it kills those first, even if it's your own. And then no dinosaur can exit or enter that area until, I'm going to make sure, I think it's the beginning of my next turn.
Well, if it's 2 turns,
Yeah, it's the start of my next turn. But like what the rules were saying is if I go first this turn, then Nikki and Lincoln go.
yeah, they can't affect
And then
you.
next turn I go last, so you guys take another turn where it's still locked up and I haven't
Right.
picked up the volcano tile yet. But essentially for that whole time, nothing can enter or exit. So maybe I've locked up an 8-point scoring thing and I sort of lock it down with the volcano and I don't let you guys get in and out of there. You can move the T-Rex and the Raptors and the Pterodactyl out of that area if they're in there when you take that action, but your player dinos cannot go in or out either at all. We already chose a start player. Let's make sure we all have 4 here. And I will randomize these. These ones always start the game here at 5 and 6 per the setup,
All
just
right.
because they get an extra dino and that's the way it is. And we
That's
randomize
just
the first 4.
rules.
Okay, so here's the starting order of these actions. Herd growth, T-Rex, hatch, and new environment. Lincoln, you will choose the first
But
action
these are the
type.
only ones that shift. These will always be the final 2.
No, because
Only if
as
they're
soon
taken,
right.
then it will shift.
As soon as one of us takes them, they're going to end up towards the top,
Okay.
and something else will have bonus dinos
Do you
down
take
at the
that
bottom.
first, or do we get our cards first?
You take your card and your action simultaneously.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and so Lincoln will start us off by choosing an environment card, either a face-up one or one off the top of the deck. I skimmed over that in the rules explanation. And then he'll take one of the action tiles of his choice
All right.
and put his
Did
dice
you shuffle
over.
these? No. Okay.
What did you take?
I took
He
the
took
herd
herd
growth.
growth.
Herb growth.
Herd growth.
I'm growing some
I'm
herbs.
going to take a mystery card.
And it's 'cause we're in the
and
swamp, yeah.
Herd migration, which gets me a bonus. dice.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm going last. Nikki?
Okay. Burp, 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 burp. Give me. I wanted the swamp,
This
the
one?
showing
All right.
one, and give me
You would have gotten swamp.
Who shuffled this?
hatching.
Hatchings. Okay,
Hatchings with goo.
The hatchings.
and Lincoln will go first and play his card in action in either order. But
So I am expanding to the forest.
yep,
I place 3,
yep.
and I want to be in an expensive one.
Seems like that's the thing to do.
And then I'm going to growth my herbs. And herb growth was migrate. No, that's
it's,
herd migration.
+3
2
and
existing
+2.
herbs, +3, +2. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Hey, look at this. Rejigger, right?
Hey, look at that. Yeah, you're gonna definitely move up to first place on that.
For now.
That area.
For now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow. That's a lot.
I should probably put a 3 out there.
Yeah.
A less exciting 3 chunk.
Okay. Nikki, do your card and your action.
No,
Yum.
you're next, aren't we?
No,
Are we
I'm
clockwise?
last.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
the
That's
Do it.
right.
numbers.
It's this order.
Okay, so first I put out 3. Yeah.
You're doing hatch, yes.
Just to
Oh wait,
swamps.
I thought I had to do my
Oh
swamp.
no, you can do it in
Any
either
order you
order,
want.
but it
Okay.
doesn't particularly
All right,
matter unless
so
you're.
well, hatch. So there's my 3.
Don't want to do 8?
Maybe they're gonna move somewhere and come attack you.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nikki. Do what you got to do.
And then no, that was fine. You pointed that out because I was thinking it had to go with my existing herd.
Oh, it does.
There you go.
Thank you.
Existing herd.
They're hatching. Like I specifically said, they can't hatch in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
They're essentially
But then
like
the
a growth.
Terry goes,
They're a
doesn't he?
growth.
Terry goes. Terry moves 1 or 2.
Good catch. Terry moves 1 or 2.
Yeah. Oh, I can start
Yep, you
eating
need to go.
green.
You need to eat there.
Why not? He's hungry.
1, 2, 1.
No,
No.
1.
1.
Yeah.
2, that'll work.
2.
Either way. 1, 2.
And now he's in that circle. And he
And he
moved
eats
2,
2.
so no.
He eats.
He
Yeah.
moved
No, he moves
2.
2. No,
so
no, no.
He always
he
eats 2.
always eats 2.
Yep.
Yeah.
Death.
Death.
Ate my guys.
First death.
I'm sorry, that's
no,
this
that's
game.
I know. It's a tax.
And then, okay, so that was my hatching.
Mm-hmm.
Swamp. I do, is it 3?
It's 3, and that one, this is the one, you can go anywhere in the swamp, but you know, you got an 8-pointer and a 4-pointer for now.
Oh, damn. Go there.
Yeah. Okay, I also have swamp,
It's swamp delicious over there. Swamp delicious.
so I'm gonna just put them up here and see
Yeah.
if I can
Hold on to it.
hold on to it without much struggle, maybe. Oh, I also have a bonus dino because of the white
It's
thing
he's called
here.
a bino.
Fine.
And I will. I'm gonna put him down here, even though
I'm
that
easily amused.
Still keeps me in 3rd place. Then I'll take my herd migration action. I place my bonus. I know he needs to lean against a friend.
He wants to lie down.
He's special.
In the terrible
So,
dinosaur
and
times.
as we explained, when you're migrating a herd, the first thing I get to do is steal a dino from each of the other herds in the area.
Okay.
So we'll take an orange and a green away, and I will add 2 pink there. And I will go ahead and I'm going to migrate. Let's do this. I'll move 5 of them up there, which will give me the 1st place there. Don't worry, things will get better for you.
I'm going to eat
Conservation.
you. That's what's going to happen.
And I'll move 2 of them over here into the forest, where one will die
right.
because of the journey. Although that's
Oh.
right next to a raptor and a pterodactyl.
Very
It's
stressful.
very stressful. I'm going to go over here to the mountains instead.
Okay.
Okay.
It's near raptor.
So that was 1
Yeah, it
move,
is.
and herd migration is 2 moves. Now I'll do this. Because there's an orange herd here, I
Mm-hmm.
will move 1 dinosaur up here and take along an orange one as a friend as well.
Ah.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh? Herd migration.
According
Not
to you.
at
Okay.
all.
Okay.
That
Now
was the
what?
whole first round, first turn.
here's
So you
this.
put it back where you. Wait, first
They have to be shuffled too.
we
don't
take back our dinosaurs.
Yep.
Then we slide these unchosen ones down and add a
We
bino.
buck them up.
We add a bino, bonus dino to
Bino
each
them
one.
up.
Then we shuffle these 3 that we chose.
A bino.
And our,
And these, well, yeah, we spent these cards basically.
they go
They're just
out.
gone.
Okay.
Discard those cards.
And so that the environment cards are only in the first turn of each round, not
Okay.
only in the first birth of each era. So we're gonna go
Okay.
to turn 2 already.
Sweet.
And and the start player will rotate. I will choose first this turn. What do I want to do? I like growth.
Growth.
Growth. I'm gonna growth.
Growth. You decided too quickly.
Well,
I was trying
liked.
to
I
organize.
have a small herd over there, and herd growth was pretty quick up in the player order. So
Yeah. All right. Her hatch again. Boo. I need the crazy migration, I think.
all right.
Crazy migration. I think I'll do the herb my new environment with its bonus. Wait, what's raptor do? It eats 2.
And
And
scatters
scatters too.
It eats 2 and scatters 2.
I'll just do this new environment.
Okay.
Done.
Okay. Nikki goes first because of the player order there.
Okay, so I am migrating,
Mm-hmm.
and we are gonna go.
Where are you gonna go from?
Is that the only 8 on the board?
It looks like it.
There's
There's
a
1 7
7.
and 1 8, and then a few 6s.
Pretty prized.
Yeah. Some
Priority.
sweet swampland.
Sweet swamp. Okay, I'm taking too long. We're gonna go start spreading.
We take one of mine, right?
Yeah, do that first. Take 1 green and turn it into your color first.
Okay, here
We
you go,
follow
sir.
along. You're like, hey,
Hey,
I'm gonna come.
I'm going along. Whee! And then you lose one going over there.
wait. That's kind of scary next to him, but I can go 1, 2, right?
No, because remember, you're here in this outer ring.
It'd be 1.
So you
I
have to
meant
either.
1, 2.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, no, wait, stop.
Stop.
That's 2 total moves. You
Yeah.
need to do them one at a time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it'd be
Because-
down to 1, correct?
Oh, you're right. The
But
death.
it would also pick up my pink one if she does her
Ooh.
second move from there.
Sweet. Let's do that. Thank you, Aaron.
Just telling you how to play. I don't think it's a good move
Okay.
personally. It's
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
not.
You should probably be 1 more because you're going to lose one of these.
Boom.
Okay.
3.
Now, put my pink herd down in the secondary habitat, where the 3 is. Are you moving any more from this herd
No.
as part of your first move?
No.
Okay. Then,
Death.
as your second move,
Yeah, that's the loss from moving there to there. Is-
okay.
Correct.
Death.
And
Now-
then, if your second move is going to be that, you can take the pink one and turn it into orange, and then, of course, he'll die if you're crossing all the way over the desert.
And then we go here.
Just making sure we're clearly,
No, that's a
showing
smart
her.
move, though. Thins you out, and she
And
still
she's
stays
way
pretty
over
strong.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe Mr. T-Rex will hear.
All right.
Okay.
No.
Okay. I'm next, and I'm just doing herd growth. And since I have no more herd in the mountains, I'll just grow this one by 3, and this one by 2, and that's
Those are
all.
massive
They
now.
are getting pretty massive. I'm going to do this to clean them up a little bit.
Some massive herds.
They are getting pretty, and that's all I can do. I have no bonus dinosaurs, no move, no
Okay,
nothing.
so we put these back. Oh,
No,
I
your
got a
turn.
bonus thingy.
You-
Oh, it is my
You
turn.
gotta do.
So I'm going to a new environment.
Which is 3, basically anywhere on the board.
Right. I should just do that one. But I'm not drawing first, but I'll do that. So I do 3 plus my bino. And I will go here. And that is it.
That's it.
Thank you.
Okay.
I like the dinosaurs. It
I
works.
do too. They're fun. So we slide these down and add a bonus
Bino.
to each one.
Bino.
It's like, you can call it that. I'm.
I'll call it that sometimes. So this is already turn 3. So at the end, it doesn't look like any of us are really on track. Maybe actually Lincoln's in 3 environments to get the presence in all 4 environments. You're in 2 environments, I'm in 1, and Lincoln's in 3. But remember, there's an 8-point bonus for being in all 4 of them at the end of this round. And you're the start player to choose an action.
All right. I need. I need more dudes. Is what I need. So. Herd growth. Yeah.
I'm going to raptor it.
That was getting pretty juicy with all those.
Binos.
Yeah,
Well, he's kind of protecting himself too,
true.
because it's right there in front of a raptor.
Well, it was the nice bonus is it gives me 3 more dinos too.
Yeah, that's huge. Hatch, tier.
But the nice thing is scatter, right?
I think that's I was kind of hoping you weren't going to think of that, actually. That's actually the key part of the move. It's actually really good. I'm going to do migration again. I'm going to move out and score some points.
Oh, I didn't put my dude down there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and that's
Okay.
good because then I'm last and I'll be doing my best for placement
Yeah.
because I get to put these 3 out anywhere I want.
Yeah. Well, they go in
Exist where herds
existing
exist,
herds, yeah.
exactly.
6. You got 7. There's
7 what? Where?
number 8.
Oh, where
Good
he's
luck.
at?
Well,
He's
maybe
got-
I'm gonna
oh, yeah,
move.
7.
I gotta move some. Okay, I'm doing herd migration. I don't know exactly where I'm going, but
So you
I
go,
figured I
Nikki.
was gonna score
No.
some. No.
Oh, that's right, that's right.
It's
Gosh,
this order.
that part I'm not getting, but I do like this. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a clever
Yeah.
action selector. I'm gonna move from here, so I'm gonna take an orange.
Thank you so
It
much.
becomes pink. Yeah, you're welcome. No problem.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move 5 over here. Then I'm gonna move again from there, so I'll take a green one. Hey, follow along with us, buddy. Oh, first I forgot to kill. One doesn't survive
Yeah.
the journey. Then I'm taking the green one, and of course,
Losing. No, you're gonna go over here.
I'm gonna go over. Well, I'm gonna try to do both. Let's see.
Oh, really?
Well, I kind of need 3 to be there. Actually, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go there.
And you live, because it's not a new
I do.
environment. Where are you checking out? It is now my turn.
It is, yes, I've done my herd migration. Orange is next there in the player
Sweet.
order.
Here we go.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna herd growth 3.
Oh, man,
Yeah, baby.
I didn't leave enough in
No,
there.
you didn't. Boop. 8 points. And then my next herd is 2.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just beef up this herd here. And that's my turn.
Okay. And Mr. Green Dinosaurs?
Yep. So I'm doing the raptor, and I'm gonna scatter your dudes, which will just. What was it? Raptor movement. Move 1 or 2, and then I eat 2 and scatter 2. Okay, so I'm gonna move 1.
Yeah.
Eat 2 or scatter 2, right?
It's actually eat 2, then scatter 2, but you might as well just eat them.
Okay, those guys are deed, and then I scatter 2.
No, well, there's no more in the
Right.
area that he's in.
Right.
So the other raptor, you can move 1 or 2 areas if you want to, and then cause trouble.
Oh, so I can do the same thing.
That's
here,
the
then.
T-Rex.
Oh, that is a T-Rex. Oh, okay. What can I scatter that would be helpful to me? Nothing. Well, yeah, but
But
I
he
can't go to
said-
another. Oh, I
Right.
could.
Can he go down?
Yeah, I
But
could.
I think you'd have to eat them also.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It's not an
Yeah, you don't
optional.
wanna eat yours.
Right. He could go. he could
Yeah, I'm
mess
gonna
with
eat some.
both
I'm
of
thinning
us
some
there.
stuff
But
out.
then, do you have to scatter? No, it's just. Oh, it's just up to. You could choose not to eat your own and just scatter your own.
Well, that would be beneficial, right? Just to move
Yeah,
like
wouldn't it?
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
That's
scatter 1,
plus
right?
4 points.
Right.
And then, so that's that. And then I'm gonna obviously
Oh.
rejigger.
Huh. Everyone's stealing my points here.
Yeah, well, let's just do that for now, and then let's see if I can shift anything. It doesn't matter. Everything else is.
Everything else is you're already there.
So let's just make these beefy.
Just put the green
Yep.
that thing. Here.
Put the binos back, and then shifts that,
Oh.
and done.
Okay. So let's take our dinosaurs back.
Dino back. We're taking Dino back. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, no.
No, I like it. I didn't know if he was going to go with it. Okay, so this is the first scoring round. Now, none of us managed to get presents. It actually does seem to be
Boo.
pretty hard to
Oh
do.
yeah, so that was the one thing that we did not mention. But
yeah, I did say during the rules, I believe, and this is incorrect, that the raptor could scatter a dinosaur over to a new environment, which would have been great for you because you could have gotten 8
Presents,
extra
yeah.
points by being in the desert as well. But that was wrong. The raptor must,
Spread
if
in the
possible, spread them in the same environment. If you have 5 or 6 players and the board's extremely crowded, and there's nowhere for them to go, then they can cross an environment. But it's not going to happen in single-player games.
So you don't think this is gonna get this
I
crowded?
don't think it's going to get this crowded. No, I think this.
I think this is about the size it'll be.
None of
Just
us
keep
got
shifting.
the presence bonus.
Okay.
Boo.
But we do get to score for all the areas that we're currently in. So I'll just tell you my scores. Lincoln, you want to move the
Sure.
pink counter? 4 points, and 4 points, and 5 points. Giving me
13.
a flimsy 13.
Okay,
to
Nikki
start.
P.
2,
2,
8,
5.
15.
Okay.
And Lincoln, I think, had a nice final move. He's got
4.
4, and 7 to 11, and then 10 more, 6 and 4.
Look at that.
Yep. That is the Triassic Age.
At the end of the Triassic era, I'm in the lead, but that
You are.
will swiftly change since I fill
All right.
myself out.
So
Okay.
he's first player again?
He's not. That's the one rule that I
Okay.
didn't tell you because it's not important until now. This game is well balanced for number of players and evening out all the advantages. So with 3 players, after you finish an age, you pass the start player double.
Oh.
So I will start this round and Lincoln will be last, and then in the third round, Lincoln will pass the start player double to you, so everyone gets a start chance. Essentially, it's balanced
okay.
that way.
Yeah, that
so
seems
yeah,
fair.
it actually is really fair. So we'll start the Jurassic Age. I will start by choosing this card or this card
Oh, yeah.
and one of these actions.
Ooh,
so
let's
I'm gonna
hope it's a
go
desert.
for. I'm gonna take T-Rex just because it's got all these
Yeah,
bonus
it's got some
things on it.
binos on
Yeah.
It's
there.
got some big binos, and
Nikki P?
you will choose
Yes.
next.
Blind card.
Blind card. Stupid swamp sitting up there blocking our face up
Stupid.
pile the whole time.
You're stupid. And can I do it again? Where's the one? Herd growth again.
Herd growth.
Herb growth.
Herb.
She's
Make-
growing some
grow
herbage.
some herds in your herb garden.
Come on, stupid card. And then I will Raptor, new environment. New environment gives me an extra dino. Since this one's, well, wait. Yeah, but new environment lets me plant 3, right?
Right.
Okay, let's just go with that.
Okay.
And this lets us plant 3 as well,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Put your dino here,
My dino.
and
My dino.
Nikki
My
will
dino.
go first.
My
With,
dino. Okay, so I'm going to start with my card. So it's mountains. So I put 3. Jeez, should I try that? Is he going to eat?
well, he's
go
not
right
moving
there?
this turn. None of us chose
All right.
raptors.
Oh,
but he
well,
certainly is.
That's kind of stupid.
There.
I'm almost all on the outer ring. I want to be in the inner ring, so put me there instead. Okay, and then herb growth is 3. Let's beef up. There, yeah.
Well, that's why you just be there then. You're going
I'm
to
not
have
gonna
6.
score. It's not going to stay.
There's only this over here and me.
It's
And I'm not in
gonna
any.
stay for 3
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a whole 3 turns.
And then 2. How many do I have here?
4.
4 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Okie dokie. I have new environment. Plus, I drew another forest. Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Boo for the forest. But I'm going to go over here. So that'll give me 3. I'll go for that. And I'll convert my bino and probably just do that. Well, let me think about it for a second. And then forest is the same thing. 3 in the forest. So let's just do that. And do that. And I'm done. A-Rome.
I'm going to do my card. It's a mountain.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's just this is what
I know, it's hard to get there.
hasn't come up. I was hoping this would let me do that. And then I could choose something else.
I kind of want to be, no, I need to be in the outer. I'll go in the outer ring. I'll put it there. I got 3. Did you want to use your bonus dino? You need to use it this turn.
I did do it. Remember, I
Oh,
did that.
okay.
I beefed that up. I'm sorry.
All
I
right,
didn't
I've got
indicate
3.
that.
I'll put 2 there. No, I'll put them all here. And take back my rightful 7 spot.
With an equal amount?
Nope. Oh. I thought it was more.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm not good at the numbers. All right.
I was thinking, well, we got that one wrong.
I
too.
looked and I was like, oh, I couldn't put all 3 there and get more. I'll just spread them out there. Okay. That was my bonus and my mountain.
Now he's T-Rex in it.
Now I'm T-Rex in it. I think I'm going to move the T-Rex
Yeah.
2 areas.
Uh-oh.
Scary.
He's going to come all the way over here and eat 3.
Come on.
Because he's tired from his long journey. And, the
Well, you
T-Rex
need-
becomes pink, so this essentially counts as a herd of size 7 in my
Right.
pink color.
So now he's taken over again.
Well, I would have taken it over anyway, but I got the T-Rex defending me.
What'd you have?
That's it.
I would have, because that's 4 is bigger than 3. I know that much math.
Okay.
All right, take your dino back.
Dun,
Take your dino
dun,
back.
dun, dun.
Bam, bam, bam. And wait, let me
taking
bino these
dino
ones
back.
up. Nikki will start Jurassic round 2.
I need to kill stuff.
Kill, kill.
Burn! Okay.
And Nikki will choose a first type. Don't forget we're already halfway through the game, so you have your volcano blocker thing and your bonus hatch of 3 extra dice.
Yeah.
Bonus hatchery. Seemed to me like that was probably, I don't know. I wonder when that would, because this one hits you too, doesn't it? It wipes out.
Yeah, but then it locks down the area like maybe right before scoring, so you keep your your big one.
Raptor.
Raptor.
Arr.
It's the below that, isn't it?
Arr.
Nope.
What's the pink one?
That's
then?
hatch.
Hatching. Oh,
Hatch
wow.
with pterodactyls.
All right.
Hatchadactyl.
Lincoln choose.
I think I'm going to take hatch. That
Yeah,
sounds
it's
pretty powerful
big-
with
big
all the
bonus, I
binos in
know.
there.
I probably would have taken it if you did not. Where am
Binos.
I? Bino.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay, she's going to take the one with 3 dinos. No, it's
No,
raptor.
I gotta
can't
eat
see it
everybody.
either, which is sad. I know.
I'm going to take new environment. And then I'll go first.
You go first.
So
You go
I'm going
first.
to...
You go first.
You go first.
Very dangerous.
I'm just going to pop into the desert.
Yay, he's in all. No, not yet. Almost.
No. That's my whole turn.
Nikki P, your turn.
Sweet. I don't want to move them. I just want them to eat. They're really good where they are right now.
Well, they're very fast. They have to keep running.
All right, boo.
It keeps you running.
Let's see. Can they hop?
Sure. Yeah,
lines?
they got no fences. Can't keep a raptor in with a river.
Don't fence me in. He needs a little cowboy hat. Okay. Arr.
So that was 2
Wow. Okay.
because
1, 2, yeah.
you moved down to the middle ring and then
Yeah.
over here. So the other one can only go 1.
over there.
is
That's
my
fine.
plan. All right. So you wanna eat your own color dinosaur or?
Him. But he only eats 2, so just
Oh,
switch out
true.
one of
Yeah.
those to
I don't think
1.
you can. I don't think you can kill the T-Rex.
No, but I'm sending you out. And then needs to look like a life and death struggle.
It shouldn't be that way then. It should be this way. Are you also gonna scatter 2?
It's Jurassic Park. He's like hanging
He
off
needs
his
to
neck.
eat still, right?
No, finish this one first.
Finish
He moves. He ate 2. Now he scatters 2.
to the breeze.
So you
But she can change that, right? Because she has the bonus one. If she scatters these 2, and then
Yeah,
goes
she
to
could-
5, then
yeah.
boom, you're out of that.
Yeah.
Wow, that was pretty powerful move.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but I don't like the idea of helping you get other places.
But
But he
kicking
can
me
scatter
out
down
of-
here.
Kicking me, no, that no one's. There'd have to be a 3rd color there.
Okay.
But she could move me from a 4-point or to a 1-point spot. That's not really helping me.
All right, so
Although, I'd still be in the 4-point spot with the T-Rex. I guess
Yeah, you'd
that's
be
not
there,
true.
so it'd be
Yeah.
okay. But
Right.
still, it's a 4-point loss. It's great for her.
No, I know.
anyways,
But you're
okay,
right. She doesn't. I don't know if there's a good scatter move or not.
there isn't.
Well, it gets rid of those 2, right?
So
No, I already did the eat. That was the eat.
But it gets rid of them from that position.
Yeah.
2.
But he puts them where?
Can I just put them here?
No. All the color of a single player has to be in a single habitat. You can't do this. I can't be in 2 spots at once.
So it moves all 5.
Well, it can't do that. It can't do that either. It can only scatter 2 to a new. Scattering goes to a new band, a new.
Yeah, then down to 1, right?
Okay, but then she's giving me a point.
Right, but she's going to shift it just now.
I know.
If
She's
she-
gonna shift it no matter what.
Okay.
Well, no matter what. I guess not.
In other words, you go
You're
to
right.
from 8 to 5.
Yeah.
It's a
you're
better
right.
move
And she
for
goes
her.
up from 4
4,
to 8.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Yep,
Is
that's
it
what you should
legal?
do.
Sure.
Yes. Is it legal?
Is it legal?
So you're going to do that.
Yes.
Scatter.
Which then. And are you?
Then you
only
gotta
if you
grow
have to do-
that
right, you gotta
with
do
your-
that,
with
right.
your,
Right now, 3 to 3, I win the tie.
Boom.
Put your bino substitute
Boom.
here. Yeah.
I'm
There you go.
showing it because
Good.
Okay,
well
okay.
done. It was a
Okay.
whole progression there. All right.
you're slowing it down.
Yeah.
No.
That one moved 2, so the other one can only go 1.
Right. Everybody needs to die. So Lincoln, you need to eat.
Good point.
Yeah, no, I
Good
need to
point.
die.
Yeah.
So I eat 2 from here.
Okie dokie.
Where does that leave you?
Still ahead of him in that
Still
regard.
ahead of him, which is good. I don't want to give him points. These
Oh,
are
those
yours,
are mine.
really.
Those are mine.
Are you gonna do any scatters there? I guess it doesn't really help if unless it's moving you into a better position.
Yeah.
Well,
I
could
mean,
she
you know,
scatter
I'm
only
not-
in this band? She can't
Yeah.
scatter this
yeah,
one.
she has
okay.
to, right, exactly, where the area that the raptor's in.
How did that work? Can I move Lincoln down to 3? I'm confused.
You could, but you can only scatter up to 2 of his green dinosaurs. There's 4 there.
I got it.
So you would move 2 down there, but the other 2 would still
And then
stay.
you would move up to 7, and
right,
I don't
and
want
he would,
that.
right, exactly. There's not really. It seems like this is the way to do it when you
Yeah.
have your own color
Right,
there.
to get up.
Yeah.
But no, let's.
Okay.
I ate, and I'm good.
Okay, then Lincoln gets the last action for the round.
Last action, and I'm a hero. Okay, so
Ah.
we hatch. Hatch lets me put 3 in to an existing herd. Let's just do that since it's getting thin over there.
Yeah.
Oh wait, let me think. Maybe over there, because I could take Nikki's 8. I don't know if I can do that. Well, I could, right? But that would be migration. Next time, maybe. Let's just do the 3 there, and then I get to. I can beef up that herd too with these, with my binos, and then I get to move my Terry. Ooh, that's a good deal there.
Yeah.
So he eats 2.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking between those two what I wanted to do.
Okay, so I'm gonna Terry it. We'll just thin Aaron out a little bit there. That's a scary herd.
Oh, I forgot about that big herd.
It's big.
And then
Pretty
he's just
big.
gonna nom 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 nom. Those pink dinos were delicious.
And did you do your hatch?
Yeah, remember I added 3 to this.
Oh yeah. And then how about your?
I got my
your
3 binos. I need to do some subs. Well, I can do it with this. So I will bino up this group.
Okay.
Cool. Oops.
So
Binos go
you
over there.
have 6 there now. Okay.
And pass the start player.
Oops, sorry.
Awesome. It was neat.
Final round of the Jurassic. Lincoln will choose first for this one. Don't forget there's another presence scoring as well as the regular points at the end of this round, so you want to be in all 4 if you can. And Lincoln will choose first.
Who's not in all 4?
Neither
Everybody
one of,
except
neither
just
one of
me.
us are in here.
So if I took
Yeah,
new
we're all in the other 3.
environment, that would thin it out. It would prevent somebody with herd migration could pull it off.
Right, but then, yeah, you would stop one of us.
He said. What I should do is herd growth. I probably should just do herd growth. Because that would make me a little bit bigger, and I'd stay in my position. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, guys.
Why? But
For
you're
thinking.
a
For
dude.
thinking so long, and
But
so
you're dude.
My
But
duder.
you're dude.
My
I will
stego.
take the migration, and you will be going first with one of those 4 actions.
Yeah, I will. Hibbity hey. Ah, I know.
Yeah, that one will be
But
nice.
it's gonna.
Well, no, because look, neither one of us chose hostile actions, so
Oh,
no one's
yeah,
going to
yeah,
eat
yeah.
you if you take that
Good.
action.
Sweet.
Yeah.
It was either gonna be that or.
Well, here's the deal. For me, it didn't.
Babies.
It would be picking one of you 2 that would grow,
That
and
would-
I
right,
figured it's better
exactly.
for me just to strengthen my position and let you guys go ahead. It
Okay.
doesn't gain me relative to
You're
one
first.
person, but
All right.
Would you like to perhaps expand into a forest area?
Maybe.
I can't see those
Maybe.
4s for the trees.
Let's see.
But yeah, 8 points. It
4.
would be nice if I could
3.
stop both of you, but I couldn't.
No, 4 points.
Oh, yeah, you're
That's
right.
the highest,
You're right.
unless I can take over.
Well, you can bump him out of that 4,
Ah, he needs some
which
bumping.
that's better. It still gets you 4 and then bumps him,
Yeah.
and that's your
At
whole
this
turn.
point in
Unless
time-
you want to use one of your bonus tiles.
Hatch would beef up my.
It would if. Well, again, it would. Hatch is good. Like. No one's gonna. There's no one's moving the T-Rex or the Raptors or
Right.
the pterodactyl this turn. So
And the
Hatch is good
volcano
to sort of defend yourself.
Would
but-
lock an area,
right.
basically.
And it does kill some.
Well, this prevents potentially me from taking. Well, no, it's going to be herd growth gives me 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Like, if I did a volcano in this area, then it's basically locked.
What would be this?
No, yeah, it's just one section. If you did that,
I would
yes.
save that. To me, it seems like you should save that for the final round.
For
It
like
does,
8.
But then what if we all try to play it at once? I mean,
It doesn't
we
matter.
Really want it
We
to
just
be in a good
lock our
spot.
For like
position. We just
8.
pick the one that's
For
going to be
like
the best
the
for
8.
us.
Right.
you
No,
go.
I'm thinking that's pretty.
That is actually pretty good there.
Are you going to do that?
Although it isn't going
Yes.
to.
Okay, no, I don't know if you want to do that. Because remember, the first thing it does is kill 2,
Ah, fart.
and then 1
you're-
and 1, but I don't think it can kill the T-Rex. You'd actually be giving me
The
eight
T-Rex
points.
doesn't.
The T-Rex is not affected.
He doesn't
Right.
thin out and just
Nope.
become 2, or.
No.
It's only when somebody takes the T-Rex and takes your position.
Yeah. Yeah, the
I
death.
thought I was locking
That's why I
myself
think-
into
I think
the
it's-
death
8.
happens too.
I think it's powerful for the final round,
I do.
but
too.
I may be wrong.
I'm
about
done.
that.
Okay.
You. Oh no, me.
Nope,
Green.
you.
Okay. Herb growth. So I go 3 and 2 in an existing. Oh, they can be in different zones. Sweet. So I will.
What can be?
It doesn't have to be just here. It can be here and here.
Right. Yeah, it's
or-
any 2 of your herds anywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. Wait, let's do that and that. Which switches that. And then,
Should have just. You would have left me alone.
and then that's those 2. I grew those 3 and 2. And then I bonus up with one of my binos. Let's do that since it's 6.
Okay, I'm going to migrate. First, I'm going to place my 2 bonus
Binos.
binos here, and I am going to use my hatch counter for
Oh, wow.
3 more.
Wow.
Then I'm going to move that herd. So I will move 6 over here. There's no one to take a bonus one from, but 1 will die on the way, and then I will take first place for this one.
That's the way it is. I mean, I knew.
It's
I know.
it's tough life being dino.
Binos.
Dinos
let's
is
see.
rough.
Dinos is rough. Let's see, what else can I do?
Too bad there was nothing there to string along too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that
that's the
would've been
that's the
But
bad
you-
part.
it was
you
the
really
best-
do. You want to carry.
It was the best one to
somebody
move.
along with you. Yeah.
This one wasn't going to be beneficial. I mean, you'd still hold the position, but it wasn't. It's not like you had enough dinos to keep a dominant position for that other one.
I think I'm also going to do. This is the same move still.
Yep.
So I have 2 here. 1 will die on the way, but I'll move 1 there.
Yep. Get an extra 2 points.
And then for my second move, I can do this. I'll move 1 here, which will take an orange and a green along with it, and I'll go over here. One of them will die on the way. One of them will turn into pink,
Cool.
and I'll do that. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Okay,
Yeah, it was.
scoring is ready. Did we all get presents? We're
Yes.
all in all
So
of
it's
them.
just
Yeah.
8,
So it's
8,
8 for everybody. Let's just do it.
Yep.
Okay.
She goes to 23, and I go to 21. Okay. Should we just go by color?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, Lincoln, 4. And 13, giving you all your forests at once. And then 6 for the desert, and 7 for the mountains. 59 at the end of the Jurassic Age.
Okay.
Orange has 10 in the swamp,
Sits at 23, so 33.
2 here in mountains or forest, 5 over there, and 4 in the mountains. 44.
Okay, pink.
Pink. Let's see.
5. Oh no.
No.
9.
10 there in forest, 5 again, and 12 in the
Oof.
mountains.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're still. Oh, that's pretty
figured.
close. Yeah. No, I liked it. My last move was pretty good, but you still have. Lincoln is the leader just by a little bit, and I used one of my bonus tiles, so really
Wow.
Lincoln's winning by a lot more than it looks like.
Okay.
Okay, let's.
So this goes to Nikki.
Correct. She will start the final
take her
age.
D-Lee
Take your
boppers
dudes
back. Slide everything down and
Slide
bino them up.
And
This is neat. It's I had forgotten how much I actually like it.
Yeah, as long as you can get over the death and destruction.
It doesn't matter. It's just
well,
like
I think even though we sort of were all afraid of death and destruction, we played a pretty fairly nice game so far. None of us chose any of the hostile actions.
Yeah, but they're
last
not
round.
beneficial. I mean, if
They
it's
weren't.
truly
I
guess that's
beneficial,
true.
I'd take it.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, it's
Well, especially once they start getting 2 and 3 bonus
yeah.
guys
Then you're
on.
gonna. That's the only reason why they've ever gone anyway. Because
Yeah.
I think migration and herd growth are more powerful in new
Oh,
environments.
yeah, for sure.
Because so it's
don't forget, you get to choose swamp or this one
Blind card, please.
for the final time in the game now. I saw it. I know where you're going.
Do you?
I don't care.
Hatching
Hatching.
Hatchery.
with the white on it already.
T-Rex, but he's gonna get 2 dinosaurs with him. So I'll do that.
Oh, we're gonna have a bloody carnage turn.
Well, this one
turn.
seems. See, in this case, it seems
No,
like
it
it'd be
does seem like
semi-powerful,
it.
right?
Put your
Yep.
breeding guy
Yep.
here. All right. Do I want growth before the T-Rex moves, or raptors before the T-Rex moves?
Oof! Move 1 and eat 5.
I know. You just wipe someone out, basically.
Yeah, it needs to be sadly, or 3, but 3 is pretty good too.
3 is pretty good too. 3 is, and 2, like as you saw, 2 moves gets you all the way across the world. It goes pretty far. I think I'll do raptors. That's gonna be fun.
Oh no.
This is where the
this
killing
is,
starts.
This is the killing turn. All right. And I get it. Did you get a
Oh
card?
no, I did not.
Yeah.
I definitely want a different one. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, it'll just be. It's always the one that's the worst for you. Actually, mine turned out okay. It's desert.
Okay,
Yay.
so then pink goes.
I am first because I chose that. So, I will place in the desert. I'll just go. I'll go there. New guys there. I'll hang on to my bonus for a minute here and figure out where it's going to go. So I get to move both of the raptors. How convenient. I'll move this raptor here
And
and
eat.
eat 2.
Eat 2
And
Brutus.
then, will you make some change there for me?
Sure.
Dinosaur change.
Dinosaur change. Then I'll scatter 2, so you can go up here, which will give me first place in both of those areas.
Oh, won't last.
No, I know. And that, so he only moved 1. The other raptor can move 2 areas. 1, 2,
Oh my goodness.
and do that. And then I'll place my bonus right there, just for the hell of it. Yeah, go Raptors!
Wow.
Okay, orange.
Okay.
That wasn't my plan. It just appeared
no,
out
it
of
works,
nowhere.
it works.
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna add 3 to my desert for the card.
Well, no,
And-
it's got to be a new spot, isn't it?
Does?
No, it's she's hatching.
No, the
No,
card.
Desert.
It does
card
have
is
to be
three.
a new herd, I think. But well, I think she can. Yeah,
I think it's a new. It's.
I think it is
I think
new.
it's
It's
going into a new
right,
environment.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I will just take this.
It's bad. That's better anyway.
Yeah.
You can
and,
add to it and.
Right.
No.
And now hatching. And now the hatching.
Well, she can really beef that one up.
I know.
She needs
She
to do
can
that
break it.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere she can shift. She needs to hatch here and add 1 or something. But I think she should shift over here too. That's actually more 6 than 4. 2, yeah.
Anyways, so here's 3, so that's
There you
6 now.
Definitely first there. Hey, look! I had the whole 2 seconds to have that 6
Did it
points to
feel good
myself.
for a
It
little
felt
bit?
pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I need to make change for myself because I only have 1 little duty.
Duty.
We'll do 3, pull 3 from there, and then I have some little dudes, and then my next herd goes to
No,
2.
that's not the action you chose.
You chose hatching.
You chose hatch,
I
so you
chose
placed the 3, and now you're gonna move the T-Rex.
No, not the
All right,
T-Rex. The,
the pterodactyl.
I'm on the
pterodactyl.
drugs.
Yeah, it's
Never
okay.
mind.
No, you were just thinking of that one. This is the one with 3
Terry.
and Terry.
And he's gonna eat.
And then you still have your bonus 1 for wherever you want.
Okay, so Terry's gonna eat.
Yep.
He only eats 2. I wish he ate 3 so I could get rid of him.
You can't attack a T-Rex.
This will be gone.
Don't be crazy.
You'd be mad.
You just
swooping.
hanging on him.
T-Rex, he's the king of the lizards.
No, that was
Alright.
Jim Morrison.
Jim Morris.
Don't be trying to attack a T-Rex. It's just silly.
Don't be.
Don't be all up in T-Rex's grill. All right. Are you gonna move Terry or what?
I'm trying to decide. He needs to eat, and I'm trying to decide who he should eat. He needs to eat here.
That seems like a decent.
Did I hurt you already
Buffet.
this turn? I did. I need to eat you both eat as good as I can. Both
Oh, absolutely.
Of you. So yeah, he's gonna eat green now. So he eats.
You need to make some dinosaur change. He eats 2.
2.
Yeah. And
3, 4. No.
Right.
Okay.
Getting there though.
Oh,
Leaving there.
he stays.
And you have
my
one
little
more.
bonus.
That doesn't change it though, does it?
No.
No, it
But it's a tie.
doesn't.
The
but
bino, yep.
You have to go over to
It'll-
take over.
I'm
You'll shift.
working
All right,
it up.
I hear you. You're tied. Okay, and Lincoln has
So T-Rex.
T-Rex.
So
Ow,
do I
here we
want
go.
to?
Death.
Let me have my pink T-Rex back.
So he has to move to eat, right?
Yes, he must move to eat.
Sadly, that means Aaron.
Why am I looking
What?
good all of a sudden?
No, because
Oh,
where
'cause-
can I go? I mean, I can eat here, but that's not going to help me enough. This would shift me. So I think he's going to go here 1, 2. He gets to eat 3. Grr. Nom, 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 nom. And a shift.
And
Aaron's
don't forget,
tasty.
he counts as 3 also.
That's right.
So you have
Because
7
he's got
there.
that barbecue pink purling around the
It's my
edge.
juicy.
Yeah.
This is my juicy pink. I'm medium rare done. I'm rare.
Yeah.
Rare dinosaur meat.
And then I get 2. Where would I
Don't
need
forget
it?
your swamp card as
Oh,
well.
yeah, 3 for that. Let's just put 3 in the swamp here. And then 2 would make me go over there, and I don't have to do anything else. So that's what I'll do.
He stole your 8.
Okay, well, that's for now. And as we
Yeah, I
know,
know.
that will shift.
Right.
And I think I need some dinos, so I'm going to start. Because I'm sure I'm going to be
you're just
eating. I'm
making
going to need some change.
yeah.
I'm going to be eating soon, so.
I think he's gonna hurt everybody.
And that's that, right?
That's that.
Next round. Cool,
Give me
I
a
like.
tile. Yeah. Only 2 more rounds, and we chose all the bonus ones this turn. So
Yeah, there's no,
these
there's
these get 1.
no huge bonus.
No big bonuses.
No
yeah.
bino, no bino
No,
bonus.
no double bino bonus.
No
So
bino
now
rush.
we're gonna be on 2 of the last.
Yep.
Yep.
And then this one is domination of areas, right?
Right. So it's the most in the swamp, the most in the forest,
Oof.
etc. And it's 8 for first place and 4 for second place.
Well, you're looking good there.
You are looking pretty
Well, we
good
got
there. Well,
2
but
more
if one of us
turns.
could just take the T-Rex, and that's -3 for him and +3 for us if someone ends up with that.
My stego.
You choose first, Lincoln.
What?
Use
This
the
doesn't
stego
shift?
to choose. It was started with
Oh,
her.
you just moved it just now? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Herd migration. Maybe. I think it's all about growing your herds
Yeah,
right now.
kinda.
Herd growth, correct, is about the same as hatching. Hatching thins the herd. Let's do that one since it gives me a bonus. And then your turn. Yeah, it seems like that's what the final round is. Like, it's like getting yourself around and then growing.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice to like, and maybe something will happen where you can shift it around a little bit and get some more points, but it's tough.
Take T-Rex.
Trex. Oh, it's gonna thin that herd.
Interesting. Put your dude.
Thank you.
Ooh, what's he gonna shift here? What's he gonna eat?
It's not gonna be good.
Well,
I'm gonna hatch.
yeah, it's a good move. Moves Terry too. Pterodactyl.
I had a plan, then it wasn't so good. And I need to think for a second here.
So yeah, these both seem like last round things, which means we have to use them now. I mean, we have to use them in the next 2 turns.
Right.
Now or
Now
No,
or next
never.
turn.
next turn.
Which is why I'm going to try and use one to lock up an area right now.
But do you want to do that now?
I do.
Last and first, is that what it is? Is that
That's
what you want to do?
First and last, I think, because then it'll last for both of your next 2 turns. You won't
Right.
be able to do anything about it. Yeah, okay. T-Rex moves 2 areas.
All right.
He eats 3 dinos because he moved twice.
Okay.
Now it's 6, right? Oof.
Yes.
Now he's got. Yeah.
And I will place the volcano in that area. So 2 of mine
There are
die.
flames coming out of my eyes right now. Is your head hurting? It's like I'm thinking right now. I'm not playing.
No, I think that's a good move, though.
No,
that's
it
what he
is.
needs to do.
I
He
know.
needs to
No,
lock
it's
it.
not the. It's not.
It's 6.
And it's
But if
not
one
going
of
to
you-
thin with this.
But if
Yeah,
one
but-
of you takes the T-Rex next turn,
Yeah,
then
but
I'm
maybe
gonna
you
lose
take
it.
that. Make sure
No,
you
I
don't
can't.
lose that.
All right, so 2 of mine die, 1 of yours dies. So I'm currently ahead there, 4-2.
Fortitude? You got fortitude?
Fortitude, and
Yes,
it's locked.
Fortitude.
Okay,
I'm
Nikki
done.
P.
So that's just for this band.
It's that band, nothing in or out. But the T-Rex or the Raptors can move out if someone
Right.
takes that action. But you can't hatch there, you can't expand there, you can't move into there.
All right, so I'm hatching here clearly. Terry needs to eat.
Can he fly in a smoggy area and eat a dinosaur?
Terry has to eat here, so I can at least go up to 4.
That makes sense.
That's what Terry has to do.
Change.
Change coming.
Okay. And there we go.
Yeah, I don't know. See, the problem with that move is
Not
I have
a
herd growth.
strong-
Did you finish? Did you
Yeah,
move Terry? Yes.
unless I can find a better. But everything else will give it.
Yeah, to
Okay.
Aaron.
It'll give it to either one of you
Give it-
and
give
not
it.
me.
Yeah.
No,
right,
yeah,
I
just
know.
give it.
Yeah, be nice.
Share
Okay,
the
so
love.
herd growth gives me 3, which that just boop.
That 8-point area is always going to be fought over.
And then
and a 2.
And a 2
And a 2.
Two-er. And a 2-er. Yeah, I mean, but I have to keep them, Nikki. It's not like it's ideal.
There should have been a better move for me.
I think we all think we could have made a better move, but
And then
we're dinosaurs, you know? It's
No,
not
the
so
brain
much
is
with
not
I got a
the...
lot of
Too
brain
much.
action here. And then I get
That's
a
more for the
bonus
strategy.
a bonus bino. Where would a bonus bino
Dinosaur
help me?
strategy.
Maybe here, potentially, to de-pinkicize that area a
Wait,
little
can
bit.
he add even though? Oh no, that's a
That's
track.
a different
And that is that.
area.
So,
Okay. Final round.
This is the.
and then these get shuffled to D's, and then we bino them up.
He's got it. Yeah.
He just threw my Tyrannosaurus Rex, man.
What?
What a mean guy.
All right. I think migration might be the key, just especially because it's last.
Didn't you want to lock down the?
I wanted to keep my volcano in the, you know.
No, that's
in the
herd
game.
migration, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
he's got
I'm
it
just
right.
thinking out loud and thinking if there's anything else I can. No, this is definitely going to be the best move, I think. So, there you go.
Yeah. Herd growth.
Herd growth.
Now remember, that's the one that does 3 and then 2.
Okay, so.
Thank you.
It's not the hatch that you like so much.
Well, if we take I can't take T. Well, can we take? Yeah,
You
that can move.
Yes, it can move out of there.
Does that shift that then?
It
That
does.
doesn't lock it.
Does. I know. It's moving those out of there is the only things that can.
Which helps Nikki, and that's what
does
I need
help.
to do then, probably.
Oh, help Nikki and hurt me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we shift? It's that
Only
volcano.
yes.
Because this can
Because
leave.
we just can't add or move those herds that he can leave.
Wait, let me think. This
Got
was
it,
this.
got it,
Let me
got it.
double check. What would be best for me? If I take hatch, that makes me stronger. But I think I need to hurt you and help her. So that's what I got to
Okay.
do.
To even
Do you know what I'm
the
saying?
scores
Because
or
Right.
you're
I
in
think
the
you're right,
I think
lead?
I'm
because,
screwed.
okay.
I mean, I'm doing okay, but
You
this is
will
where
go
the problem
first.
is.
You will go first.
And grow some herds.
Grow some herbs.
So don't
Oh, and don't
forget
forget
these.
these, yeah.
And I'm going to spend them both too. So
Yeah.
Excuse me.
put my 3 on there.
Okay, so let's deal with herd growth first.
So you get a +3 and a +2.
Right. 3, that doesn't put me in the 8.
Herd migration is not great though for you. You're not going to be able to beef, but with 2. That's the downer.
3.
Do you see what I'm saying, Aaron?
We'll see.
Okay. No, I mean, you know,
Or no.
I know you're good at this stuff, so you probably see something more than
No,
I don't.
I don't know if I do.
Well, because this is going to all shift right here. Because where's it going to go? It's going to go eat that, right? And I thin that out.
Okay.
It sucks.
2 here.
You're actually spread kind of thin.
I know. That's what I was
Boop.
telling you.
That puts me in the lead here.
What? That's shifted my whole. No.
3 here.
Oh, he's going over there.
That puts
Wow.
me in the lead here.
10 dinos in there.
Yeah.
10 to my 8.
I don't know if that's really 10 dinos for 8
1,
points.
2.
Big points.
Okay.
Arr. That might be where I go.
Fantastic. Now I'm going to do the hatching. So is this
It's just-
literally
it's 3.
the hatch move?
Without the pterodactyl, it's just
Without
3
the
guys.
pterodactyl. So I get 3 more. Boy, I wish I could add in here.
No, I know.
Um,
But he's going to give it to you anyway. He's
Yeah.
taking the T-Rex.
Yeah,
away.
it's happening. So you're going to be
it's
okay
happening.
It's happening.
3 if I go there, 3 if I go here.
there. She's killing us. Okay.
And she might as well. Don't forget the volcano kills.
Can I do the volcano as well?
Yeah?
It's not going to stop T-Rex, though, if I put it here.
Well, yeah, it doesn't even matter because what happens is I can eat. It could shift though, right? If the value, we can't add to it, but we can reduce. Or is that the case for the volcano?
It just says no dino may enter or leave the area by any
Oh,
game. So
leave. Oh, dino.
which is your dinos.
You can't move.
Right.
But they can leave by being eaten.
Yeah.
death.
It does say that the T-Rex and the other ones are not
So
affected by
locking
the
this isn't
volcano.
going to do anything.
It can.
Right. Well,
Help, right? Not really.
not really. It only affects someone coming in and
It does. It affects shifting into a space. There is no addition.
okay.
So I guess no hatchings.
Definitely no hatchings and no growth and no bonus dinos. And no movement.
You're going to hatch somewhere, though.
I've got definitely a
All right.
hatch.
Then I'll lock it to prevent you from hatching, but you can
So
chomp
then we-
on
But that
me,
also
but-
kills 2 of yours
Oh, I hate that.
one of mine.
and
Forget
1
it.
of his. No, do it
No.
anyway. You're still ahead.
You're
8
still
to
ahead.
7.
I forget the dying part.
Well, it's a volcano. The dinosaur's mortal enemy.
So that's that for Nikki.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so T-Rex.
yeah. Good sound effect.
So he's gonna, I think I need to do that. So he's gonna go there, eat
This switches.
3, correct?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's all great. That's gonna shift that. And then I'm gonna hatch. Where will hatching? Hatching will help me there. Hatching helps me there. It's 5 to that. I think I need to do that one. So
See, I feel like if I had put it here, he just would have hatched there and eaten here, and it would have been the same thing.
3. That's out. That shifts that. And then that's it, right? Oh wait, then if I want to lock something, so that we'll lock this one.
Because he's going to migrate.
Yeah. So we'll lock that one. Kills 2 of mine and 1 of yours, and that's that. Your turn.
I think I want to migrate here. I need to make change.
Oh, look, he's smiling.
No, it's not
He's
like
got
I have
something.
like the greatest move in the world.
He
That was-
doesn't
that
have
was
enough
not-
dudes. That's the
No, I
downer.
don't. I'm very thin.
I mean, it doesn't mean you're not doing well, but it's just a little bit more difficult to do any kind of game-changing shift.
Okay, I got 2 bonus dinos. I'm gonna put them here. I'm gonna migrate all the way over here, which brings 1 of each of yours with me.
Oh, that's good.
1 survives the journey. So I'll take this 6-point
Nice.
first place.
There you go.
He's going to
That's
win.
good. No, that's good. That's better than I was seeing.
Then I'll migrate this herd, which takes 1 of these,
Right.
and it'll die on the way to the desert. And if I bring 5, I can't bring 5. I can only bring 4. But I can
Good
do.
for you.
But I can do this. I can
Yeah.
move 1 up here for 1 point, and I can move 2 back here. 1 will survive for 1 point, and 2 over here.
For 3?
Then I'll lose the 6. I'll do this one instead of the 1. 3 instead of 1. So I made about
So that's it.
10 points on it.
Is that like
okay.
you're
I have
trying
no more-
for domination, or?
No, I wasn't even thinking about that really either. I could have probably counted that better.
Okay.
I could have counted domination.
Well, it's
and
tied
domination.
here.
Well, then we'll find out what the tiebreaker is.
Okay.
All right.
So
Let's do domination first then. Is it tied here? What do we have?
8.
I have
8.
6.
8.
No.
Oh no, 6.
I have 6.
So Nikki and I.
Oh.
No, it's all 6. You're just counting wrong.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. That's
Okay.
what I mean. I knew they were the same.
Right. I didn't. Okay. Tiebreaker for domination.
You're not good with the math.
Is most primary habitats. So Nikki gets it because she's in two
Yep.
first
Okay,
place
so that's 8
slots.
for Nikki.
Yay.
And then 4 for green because you have next most primary habitats.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have that one?
1, 2, 3, 7 to 6. Yes.
And yeah, so 8 for pink. And 4 for orange.
Yep.
Okay.
Orange.
Orange, then, so orange 8,
And then 4.
4 for green. Look at these nice tight scores.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I totally could have dominated if I'd been thinking about it, but I wasn't.
I think that's Lincoln,
6, he's got a lot. And then, but I'll get second place. You have 5 to my 6. So 8 for
8.
him, give him 8, and I'll give me, pink will get 4. Okay, so that's the domination, and then we'll count up the spots
Areas
that we're in.
Okay.
Let's start with the swamp where we came from.
Okay.
Just 4 for pink. 8 for orange. And 10 green.
He's 75, 85.
Forests, 12 for green. I know. 10 pink
10 pink.
and 4 for orange.
Here we go.
Desert, just 5 for green. That's the one that he's not the greatest in. You have 11. 2 over 85. And I have 10. No, pink gets 10.
10. Here.
And then 4 for orange in the mountains. 7 for green. And 12 for me. Look at that. We kept pretty much the same
Wow.
positions the whole game.
I thought
just
for
the,
sure
That's
just the
it?
margins changed. That's it. Dominations and point areas.
So what do you think, Nikki? What do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the chomping eating. That's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
I like the start player thing.
Yeah, that's a pretty
and how
awesome.
it changes based on
Does
what,
it work that way for all of them, where
It's
evenly
essentially
balances?
balanced. Yes, everyone will get roughly
Plus,
the same
this
number.
thing is great.
This thing's
Yeah.
very cool. Yeah, which is it's a clever mechanic where the unchosen stuff gets more powerful.
Right.
I like that. It's a player balanced game. It's sort of you get to chomp the people who are threatening or staying in the lead or keeping the big 8-point space to themselves, and you have ways of bringing them down a little bit.
Right.
I do think
Interesting.
it's
These weren't as powerful as I had imagined.
No, not really, because you can't. It's not like a permanent lock.
Yeah, it's not really locked.
It's not really locked. It's just locked to some of the options.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It looks great. I love the dinosaur
It's
stuff.
very
I
cool.
think
Oh,
that all
yeah.
that stuff is really, really great.
I mean, I like that they did
Yeah.
the figures and
Yeah.
not just
I mean-
a disc with a stick.
Yeah,
I mean, this
absolutely.
is fine, but a disc with
It's
a
too bad
sticker
there's not.
on
But
it.
Terry has to fly, so but he should
Yeah.
run a base with a.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. A little.
We'll make one.
no, I was thinking a thin hook.
Yeah.
That's the whole board and a little drop string, so you knew here's Terry and he's on the 6.
But everything's neat about it, and it's
can do a
actually a
deluxe
fun
version.
area
Right.
control game.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
not. I feel actually less. I'm bothered less by the attack. I mean, I agree with Nikki. I like the chomping. It's fun. It's it's going to shift things. It's just
Yeah.
you just deal with it and do the best you can to accommodate that. The one thing, like I feel I was right though, is that you basically spread and then thicken your herd as best as possible. And I was fortunate. I mean, I gained 2 points on you, right? That's it. In that last round.
It was pretty balanced.
So I think I made the right choices as far as distributing benefits and losses to what was beneficial. That one where I ended up letting you both get 4 areas, it sucked, because I was choosing who was going to get.
Right.
And I thought, screw it, I'll just let everybody get it and do what's going to be okay for me. And I think that worked out.
If you hadn't have done this, you would have been tied with Aaron.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, well, I mean, I knew when I took T-Rex, I thought it was going to be more powerful, especially since I still had a hatch. Him dumping that hatch earlier, which was necessary for that turn.
I just figured I would try to.
Yeah, but it was necessary for that time,
the final
right?
round.
Exactly.
I figured I would try to,
It just seems like
get a
that's
jump
the
in
best
middle.
place for that.
Did
But it
hurt
depends
you,
on.
do you think?
No, it just
made him
at the
thinner.
time.
But look at him; he's everywhere. I
He's
think.
everywhere.
I mean, but I think you're in more positions than me. You definitely are in more positions. Than
Yeah,
me.
but you got the 8 and the 7.
Yeah.
You got and a 6 here. You got
And a
some big
5.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, I think
It is
so.
pretty good.
And the production's really great. If
The
you notice, they've got
production's
like
beautiful,
little
yeah.
notch on the side of the box to be able to pull the map out. I mean,
Oh,
Peter was
really?
telling us about
Oh,
how
yeah.
they're. This is Kayal Games, and they're trying to do, very, very rich productions. With a lot of, and it is. It looks really good. I'm sure.
Yeah. It's,
I don't know
it's
how.
thick, chunky tiles.
Yeah, they're involved with
you know,
Eagle
nice
Griffin, but I
dino
don't know.
meeples.
I think that they produce the stuff on their own, though. And that's pretty amazing. They have another new game this year called Francis Drake that looks amazing as well. But although I think that the boats in that one were one of the Glenn Drover games. They had like a new sculpt of them because they lost them. They don't have the original multiples anymore or something like that. But still, it's the same sculpt. But generally, he's doing pretty amazing productions because both of these are really, really big. And I think this is in development. I think this has been in development for like 10 years.
Wow.
Because they were like, oh, we should do a El Grande. Like a more interesting to them El Grande. And it is, it's neat. I really love El Grande. I think it's a great game. But this is on the same kind of level with me.
Yeah.
It's got, I know there's some expansion stuff too. I think BGG store has an expansion for this, which I'm intrigued to see what it is. But it's pretty great. Well, Aaron, thanks for
liked
teaching
it.
us this game.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Congratulations on your dino victory.
My dino victory.
Dino victory.
Cool, guys.
I want
Thanks.
to play again.
Yeah, me too.